Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming back. Again, happy holidays. It's almost New Year's. Tomorrow's last day of the year, 24. So we've been having a good time this year, giving you all the information that I've learned over 55 years of playing in bands and playing guitar since I was 11 and 12. And we're just going to continue doing that in 2025. So we're always glad to have you here, and we hope you keep coming back. So today, again, we've put out several videos regarding getting out of the pentatonic rut. We've gone all the way up and down the neck, where we're controlling C7th. We're learning the C7th or the Mixolydian scale, because once you have that under your fingers, up and down the neck, you can easily go from that dominant 7th scale to a major, or you could go to a minor 7th, or once you have that 7th scale up and down the neck, then when you have altered chords, whether it's flat 5, sharp 5, 9, sharp 9, flat 9, and others, you'll be able to find them a little better and play notes that are in your chord. That is the main reason for all of this, is learning the notes that sound the best with the chords that are playing, that you play along with when you're soloing, or the ones that don't sound like they're in and they're considered outside. And that's why we're at the stage now where we've gone past the scale, we've gone past arpeggios, and we've been working on chromaticism. So we're going to go to the 12th fret today. It's the same thing as being open. As most of you know, E, A, D, G, B, E are your strings, but then it repeats it up here on the 12th fret, right? E, A, D, G, B, E. So we'll review real quick the scale. And again, we're playing all notes without any adjustments or accidentals except the B flat, which is the 7th that is flatted. So you have that 7th sound. So the notes I'm going to show you that we've showed you in another video. There's a B flat in there, and that's it. We're starting on E, but the C7th is right here. Okay? All the other notes from the other strings are in that scale, but we're, utilizing them in different ways. The arpeggios that we showed you are 3 that are in this position. And again, we're doing the same thing here in open. We just did same down here open. Okay, the second one we did. And then the last one, those are the 3 arpeggios. And we showed you 3 or 4 arpeggios up and down the neck in every position that we showed you the C7 scale and some additional arpeggios for that position. Okay? So the chromaticism that we're adding, that you can play when it sounds good or when you're jamming, and you can hear the difference if you do a loop and you record some chords and you play over it, and you'll hear what sounds inside when you're playing the scale. But when you go to chromaticism, you're going to have some notes that are going to be outside. So a lot of what we do when we're doing the chromaticism, we're just kind of playing half steps, okay, within this position, like, or backwards. And the same thing for down here in the bottom. So I'm going to read, because this is coming off of a chart that I was taking lessons, and that's where I've learned about chromaticism. So we're going to start on the 12th fret, and we're going to start on the E note. So I'm going to be, like I said, I'm reading this. The first 4 notes are just going to be a chromatic line, okay? Instead of just going like E, F, and G, we're going to add in the F sharp. okay? And then we're going to go E, C, A to F, which actually is F major chord. So we just did, and then we're going to go to B, C, C sharp, D. So again, that's the chromatic line. And then we're going to go to B flat, A flat, G. So that's chromatic half steps down, starting on, that's actually starting on the B flat, okay? And we're going to end that one well, it's actually a 3 measure with, we're going to go E, D, C, okay? And then we're going to go B, and on B flat. Okay, so that's just just an idea of what you can do using chromaticism. The next line, we're going to start on the G, and we're going to go up to the B flat. That's the chromatic line. Okay, and then we're going to go G. We're going G, D, C, B flat. It could be a different arpeggio, okay? And then we're going to go C, C, E, G, D. Just utilizing notes in the scale. And then we're going to start on A, chromatic up to the C. We're going to start on the D, and we're going to go chromatic up to the F. And then we're going to start on the G to B flat. So it's going to be G, B flat, C to E. And then we're going to go back to the C, B flat, B. That was, again, C, B, B flat. Just notes that are in the scale. The last 3 measures we're going to show you, it starts at A. We're going right up that chromatic line there. And then we're going to start on D, E. So we're utilizing just the scale for D, E, G, B flat. Then we're going right back to a chromatic line starting on D, which is D, D sharp, E, F. And then we're going to do another chromatic line. Actually, it's not totally chromatic. It's G, A, B flat, C. And then the last line we're going to do is the B flat again, B flat, C, E, F, back to D. So everything that I'm doing here is showing you how we can use half steps to put a chromatic line in. While we're doing our scale and arpeggios, okay? Again, another tool in your toolbox, okay? You're learning chromaticism. You're learning to do different things with the C7th scale, and you're not just playing C minor pentatonic 5 notes or C major pentatonic 5 notes. You're learning how to free up and utilize the 2nd note, the 4th note, the 6th note, and then once you get this down and you really know the notes and the names, not only can you learn how to read music, but like I said before, when you're soloing, you'll be able to find notes that really fit well with the harmony that's behind you. Or you can just tell your buddy, look, I'm just going to play some wild stuff outside of the diatonic chords or notes that would sound the best. A lot of times chromaticism may not be utilized at all unless you're playing jazz or some really progressive or avant-garde, type of music where anything goes, any note goes. And the more you play along with a recorded track of chords and hear how inside sounds and then outside, you'll be surprised at sometimes when you're doing some of the chromaticism, how cool it sounds and how it's like, wow, that is like really a decent line. I didn't know it would sound that good. You're playing it by yourself and you're not having any music in the background to judge it. You really don't hear it. But as soon as you put on a song with a few chords and start playing, these different, ideas, you really kind of get in your head what works and when it'll work. I hope this helps you and I hope you keep coming back. It's great to see you. Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2025.